Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started with our celebrity tarot reading with Evan Peters. So we are going to get straight into his astrology. If you would, please, while I'm getting everything set up and shuffling, go ahead and hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. If you're just joining me at Hangman Tarot, my name is Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot. Other than that, we're going to get started. This was a subscriber who asked for this reading, so thank you for that request. If you have a celebrity request, go ahead and leave it in the comments or get a hold of me on my social media in the details below. I'm going to get it straight into his astrology, and then we'll get into that tarot card reading. All right, so he was born Tuesday, January 20th, 1987 in St. Louis, United States. He's an Aquarius, and his moon sign is a Libra. His birth path is a 1. And he was born Evan Thomas Peters. He's an American actor, best known for his work, of course, on the FX television series American Horror Story. He's also known for playing Max Cooperman in Never Back Down and Jess Barron on the ABC TV series Invasion. And I've never seen him on any of those. That's crazy. And also as Cooper Day in the Days, also on ABC Personal Life. All right, well, we'll get started. All right, we're going to get into this oracle card reading. This is just going to give us Evan's current energy, and then we will move into tarot reading, and that's going to confirm this, okay? Oh, what? Okay, so there is clearly some sort of heartache here, definitely some sort of a broken heart, lack of fulfillment, feels like it's kind of finished. It's out of his hands really currently in that place, okay? Something that is finished. Definitely had something to do with kind of like someone who was together with having to deal with financials or maybe some sort of a contract. Maybe this had something to do with somebody he worked with and it just broke his heart, you know, the falling out. I mean, however that resonates, but we'll find out through tarot cards the details on the specifically. But other than that, we're going to keep moving through. Yeah, so he's reflecting, he's trying to know more about this sense of kind of the community of things. So he feels like there's lack of support, maybe lack of community. Maybe he's sensitive to the fact that he's no longer included into something, maybe. I don't know. But we're going to find out with these tarot cards, and we will get into the juicy tea. All right, so we're going to find out a little bit about the celebrity and confirm that oracle current energy, and we will find out what he has been leaving behind as far as any obstacles or challenges, something that is present, of course, and anything that is current for his feelings on love or work, and we will get into a likely outcome for the actor. One more. Okay. We have our 8 of Wands, Ace of Wands in reverse, 7 of Swords, that's also in reverse. Okay. So it's like he's really trying to have a positive feeling. There is a romance that may have ended or started all over again and then just quickly ended. But there's definitely some quick action or, you know, some sort of speed or of excellent time if you were to get into this Ace of Wands. And this is, you know, kind of the beginning of things. But it's like he's just too pushy. And it's almost as if... It's almost like he should probably focus on his limits. It's like it's speaking on how, like, basically, like when he's involved in something, the boundaries or the limits are not being respected as far as the person or the relationship in general. So it's like he gets too pushy, he gets too focused or honed in on something. And it's like, you're fucking up the beginning of this. We are no longer here. Or, you know, you're taking us right back to gate 1 or whatever. But he's definitely trying to move forward or through this in general with a positive feeling. So that's definitely confirming the oracle card reading for me. That is for sure. And there's also an indication of secrets that will eventually come to light. And this is something that he's already knowing of. This is something that is in, kind of a past blame situation that he has dealt with. So this has a lot to do with, non-communication of the secrets, or, whatever the deal was here, of this knowing that he just kind of keeps looking back on and reflecting on some sort of a situation where he was too pushy maybe. But this is already coming out. But I mean, we didn't even ask him to tell us all that. But here we are. Here we are. We'll keep moving through. Yes, we will. Ooh, whatever. All right. Something that he is leaving behind. Oh, goodness. A lot of harsh judgment. Now, this harsh judgment could be coming from somebody. It could be coming from himself. If it was coming from somebody, it would definitely be an air sign. Could even be dealing with, could be a fire sign. Could be. All right. Anyway. So it's like he hides his real self, and he really wants to let go of like a past shadow or some sort of shadow that he just does not want to show anybody. And it's really who he is. And those are like important aspects about a person, but it doesn't claim our, entirety. But he definitely just, he'll hide that. And he's got two faces. He has two faces. He's got a lot of self-doubt here. And I hate to say any of this shit about Evan Peters, because let's be real. Like, if I was going to be murdered, it would be by him. Okay. If I was going to be like hunted down by a monster on American Horror Story, it would be Evan Peters. And I mean, I'm not going to lie. I thought this was going to be a good reading, and it's really dumb. I don't like it. It's really upsetting. It's upsetting me. Okay. So whatever the situation was, yes, he didn't let him knock him down. He's let bigger things, manhandle him, but he dealt with it. He dealt with what he needed to deal with. It's like it took no effect on him. And it's almost like the forgiving or getting into a place of forgiveness is just very much non-communicated, but it did make for a breakup or separated two people. The acceptance though, or the focus that was on him, it's like the determination of that, or the power, is like the power in that. However he dealt with this was definitely a power move, however he dealt with it, because there was truth. There was a lot of things hidden underneath the surface, and he has two faces, is indicating that. And there was a lot of self-doubt within himself. And there's a huge part of his story is the shadow of himself. So he's got a huge shadow within. And he knows that he's dealt with bigger monsters than whatever this situation was. Okay. And it was unexpected though. And it caused a lot of chaos around him, and it caused a lot of chaos and external disruption around, the refusal to see the actual truth. So once you can't see the truth anymore, it's chaotic, because you're not actually in the reality of the game. Okay. You're in the la game. But he didn't see the truth. He didn't want to look at the truth, and it built a lot of crazy shit going on around him, whatever it was. And again, it definitely could have had something to do with his own self, his mental instability, or it could have done with somebody else that he was dealing with, an air sign. So about two different stories here is what I'm feeling. I'm thinking almost three. But it's like, and again, the letting go or the dealing with this drama or situation or trauma, he hasn't. He won't. He's just like, blah, blah, bye, next. He don't want. He's like, no. All right, let's find out about the most present challenge for our Evan Peters. Okay, again, that breakup is being brought back up, and this is dealing with a Cancer sign. Could just in general, water, air. Okay, so there was a relationship here, and there's no more connection in the relationship. There was a breakup. Okay. And if you looked really, really closely, there was issues that were unaddressed in the relationship. And that is just confirming that beginning reading. As of now, though, he is really trying to gain mental clarity. He's trying to be authoritative. He's really trying to get into a place where he has a lot of intellect, and just see everything for what it is. Because again, there's a lot of times when mentally he refuses to see the truths. And that really fucks things up for him. And this is, again, something he's trying to address now. Definitely something he's trying to address. This will be giving up old mental habits if he does that, okay? This is something, if that's something he's able to sacrifice, he can give up that old mental habit and really kind of surrender to the information and let it change the perspective on a static relationship. Then that's where Evan Peters should go. I'm just saying. Hello? Yes, I've got a list. We are on the list. Okay, we're going to get into current feelings in love and current feelings in work, and then we will move forward. All right. So I just feel like he's too focused sometimes on kind of like, again, he's focusing on things that he doesn't really need to focus on. He doesn't actually accept support. So like the community, if a community was to come in and support him, and if anyone was like, here's a handout, or here, I want to do some service diligence for you. I want to do good diligence by you, or whatever the hell. I want to do something amazing for you, Evan. He's going to walk away and be bummed out. He'll feel like it was a bad turn of events. He feels like, this is going to end up bad. It needs time to reveal itself, but it's going to be bad. The honesty now, though, would be needed. The truth, the information. And that is a super important thing here. I feel like there's so much conflict, so much instability, so much grief is because his focus depends on other people's truth, or not truth. It's like, what would it help anyway? Is kind of like what the energy I'm getting. Like, what does it matter? Because he could be in a place where he's in, celebrating, has all this joy and getting into a committed relationship, having happy events and going to, bands and, choir concerts and going and, running off, taking walks with somebody and like going into a yoga journey with the yoga community. But he's like, yeah, it's going to suck anyway. What? And even if you're in it, you're like, yeah, they're not going to help me. But you're not. It's like, okay, my hands are off. You can keep it moving forward. I can't deal with this drama of non-commitment, no limits here, no boundaries. And this person is just too focused on the fact that he actually doesn't know all the information. He doesn't know any of the truth, but he plays that he does. And it really sabotages the situation. I've never been more confused in my life. I really thought it was going to be a rad reading, but I'm just like, almost want to go take a nap and eat cookies and cry. Okay. That's how I feel right now. I just feel like he's very upset all the time. This person. Something up. Anyway, work, like getting into work, he's got a lot of fortune. That's not like, this is completely like a lot of growth. There's definitely potentially long-term money, long-term stability, long-term connection here. Yeah. But he will have legality reasons, some sort of lack of accountability on somebody's behalf, either his or somebody around him. And again, this is not accepting the truth. Living in denial. What? Like, stop. I cannot. My brain's about to combust. Bringing balance with the truth and reality and information is super, super healthy, but it's like there's a blamer here. There's a blame game. This is the first time I'm hitting this. Like, I watch Tyler's Tarot and he's always like, blamer alert. This is a blamer alert. If I could do the things he does, like put it on the screen, I would. Blamer alert. That's what this motherfucking is. It's very strange. He's just not welcoming anything. Everything's unfair to him. Everything's, this person did this and this person did that and I didn't do shit. Well, if you took accountability and you were actually honest with yourself, you might get out of this blocked feelings, trapped habits, horrible mental habits, bondage, inability to move the fuck on. It's like the out of controlness of that is leading to some sort of impulsion. So this impulsion is coming into, and really fucking up the potential for some sort of committed relationship. But as far as financials, he's doing great. I mean, what? This is exhausting. Likely outcome. I get extremely tired when I'm doing low energy reading. I could take a nap like a 2-year-old right now. Okay. Likely outcome, a breakdown. Oh, what? I mean, the cards are already fucked. I mean, everything is in reverse. I just cannot deal with it. Okay. So he has no time for love. He doesn't want to really slow down. He's fine with being, hasty and moving forward. And, he'll force a commitment later. I'm so sorry. I cannot deal with this reading. Okay. They're I need to stop. I cannot deal with this. It's just I just don't know what's happening to me. If anybody knows what the fuck this is, like energetically, I'm just kaput. Like I'm like exhausted. Okay, we're gonna get into this. Okay, because he's too busy pondering what isn't. He's pondering, all of these things that he isn't or doesn't have or he has, and he's lying to himself. And it's just all these things. It's just like a lot in the brain. The forcing of commitment is definitely something he's like, I'll force that later. I'm going to work. I'm going to do this. He won't slow down. There's no way he's going to slow down for that. And as far as slowing down, it's just like, he can look over back on his relationships and he's like, I know I am not in a relationship right now, so I just don't want to deal with it. So it brings harmony within his home, and he feels like he still has, again, no support, and he fears commitment. Okay, he could have a potential breakdown. I mean, quite honestly, he could potentially have some sort of abandoned ship moment in his own body. There is, however, some sort of tension between him and somebody else. Now, this could have something to do with somebody he's sexually involved with, passionate about, or it could have something to do with work. But this brings like an uncertain feeling. So that feeling of no support is brought up again. And it's just, he's trying not to slow down for much. He's, again, trying not to get into these distractions of, love. He's taking a step back. He wants to ponder all the lies he tells himself. Oh my God. Oh, Evan Peters, I'm so disappointed that you have this thinking. I'm so like completely, woe is me. All right, that is everything. That's everything on Evan Peters. I'm sorry that I put you through this. Please hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot if you would, please, and thank you. If you could hit subscribe and click the bell, you will make sure that you don't miss any of the notifications for your future readings that aren't exhausting, that are not Evan Peters readings. So again, to the person who requested this, thank you for your request. I was really excited. I really was. This came out of nowhere. So, because I was like, yay, I love him. I love him on American Horror Story. That's it. I'm moving on. I'm moving on from Evan Peters. He's not allowed to murder me either or be the monster. That's right, Evan Peters. I revoked you. How about that for sabotage? Okay, gotta get out of here. I'm talking to myself now. All right, hit subscribe. Have a beautiful Tuesday.